unexpected. Accuse anyone of being a thief, but since my cousin left and my aunt, I have been unable to find my favorite foldable tote. It is purple, it's from Banana Republic, and it's quite sturdy. And I've been unable to find it. Now, I distinctly remember loaning it to my cousin. I don't remember her giving it back, although she claims, oh no, does she claim? Or have I heard nothing but silence? Maybe I've heard nothing but silence from her. You know, and I like this cousin. I don't want to accuse her of being a kleptomaniac because I really don't think she is. Nonetheless, the tote is no longer here. So I am going to work on forgiving her. I'm, of course, not accusing her of doing anything, right? But I do believe she may need some prayer and forgiveness deep within my soul. I've been thinking about forgiveness a lot. I've been thinking about it because I heard a sermon on it recently and then a Bible study on it. And I was thinking about how, you know, we experience such a release when we forgive people. But I also think that in approaching forgiveness, obviously we shouldn't necessarily expect anything from the other person, but I do think it becomes easier to forgive when you can share with somebody what happened to you and they then validate it. I think there's something innate in human nature where we sometimes just really need validation, and validation can help us in the process of healing. And I feel sometimes like people say that it's weird to take that perspective or that's bad, but I don't know. To me, it's not. To me, I think it's okay. I also want to note that the streetlights just turned on, and there's literally nothing I love more than when the moment the streetlights turn on, the city just feels so magical. I remember as I was just walking home, like when the streetlights came on and I was just looking at, you know, the city as it started to really kind of sparkle, I just thought to myself, you know what? Like, this is going to be a great week. Like, something cool is gonna happen this week. And sure enough, it ultimately did. Coucou, my love. So I am on my way to a macaron-making class, a macaron-making class. This has been something that I've had a lot of interest in doing since last summer, which is taking like French pastry classes and learning how to make pastries. I already love to bake. I love to cook. And so to me, this is just like, I think since the French method of baking and cooking is so different, particularly baking is super different from the American method, I just thought that this would be a really fun activity to do. So I am off. Oh, I'm here. Okay, and I go. Bye-bye. I knew that the class was going to be a bit unique when two American girls burst into the class towards, a little bit late, maybe about 5-10 minutes late after it was supposed to get started. Now, these girls had just arrived from the US, and, the thing is, it's your first time in Paris. I'm always happy for you, so I'm not gonna ever put you down. But wow, from the moment they came in, they took up all of the space in the room. One of the things the girl said is, you had to take off your coat, obviously, naturally, because we were going to be cooking. And she says, actually, we had to go to Zara. I had to buy some clothes because, it's colder than we expected. I'm thinking to myself, you all, it's March. the instructor said, you know, change your clothes then, go ahead. You all, why did she buy a sleeveless open back dress? And she was like, oh, I didn't realize that this is what it was, and so I'm gonna keep my coat on anyway. Americans abroad are an interesting group. And then I just said to her, I was like, I'm going to make a TikTok about you. And she was like, no! And I said, yes. So the best thing about waking up the morning after you took a macaron-making class is that you get to have the macaron. I'm saying macaron like macaron. Macaron. You get to have the macaron with your morning coffee. I, as you can see, am moving it in the rain. I am on my way to a cafe to meet with my friend's cousin. Oh my gosh, this is insane. My friend so I have this friend who's super cool. She is Cuban American. Her name is Carmen, and I love listening to her stories about being a little girl and moving to America from Cuba. And she is so cool. A couple of reasons why Carmen is so cool. First and foremost is Carmen says what I am very often thinking, which is, oh, Adriel, I can't be bothered with that. And you know what? That is a sentiment I feel all the time in France. Another reason why Carmen is so cool is because Carmen knows everything. Carmen has been here so long. She just knows everything. And so I see her all the time. And Carmen has a really large family, just like I do, with a ton of cousins. And her family often comes to visit her. And when they do, I get to meet them. And last time when the cousin was here, we had dinner at Carmen's house because Carmen is a phenomenal cook. And we had dinner together. And I love the cousin, and so we were like, let's get together next time you're back. Am I going the right way? I think so. I hope I'm going the right way. Alright, so I'm here now. I'm gonna go enjoy my time with the cousin of my yet another member of my new Cuban family. Every time I meet somebody that I don't really know or who I've only met one or two times, or frankly, even someone I do know, I have to tell myself over and over and over again, Adriel, don't be too weird. Don't be too eccentric. Just try to be like a plain, boring, normal person. Because one of the things my mom has always said to me is she said, Adriel, you're so weird. You'll be lucky if you ever get married. And the thing is, I am a quirky bird. I 100% am. But I'm a lovable quirky bird. So I don't think my quirkiness has anything to do with my getting married. In fact, someone is going to find my quirkiness lovable. But no, still, you know, I try not to scare people off. I try to give it to them in a slow dose. It's like a slow microdosing of Adriel's quirky and weird. That was unexpected. I most certainly did not anticipate what happened in that meeting. Obviously, it was great because seeing them, but they made me, they offered to involve me in a really cool opportunity. So I'm really excited about it. I didn't expect that. I feel like the week came very much full circle because one of the things that, you know, everything I was hearing about forgiveness and learning about forgiveness is just how it frees you and how that's so important. And I really believe that when you free yourself from like burdens, or just free yourself in terms of just holding things in, that allows for like things to come your way. And sure enough, like something really cool, a really cool opportunity has now come my way, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get working on it. I'm so excited to work with, you know, partner with the people, my friends, cousins, and to just really kind of take a leap on it. And yeah, it's exciting, and what can I say, but I'm pumped. I think it's gonna be really cool, and yeah, it'll be something new and something creative, which is exciting. So anyway, I forgave my cousin for, you know, maybe stealing, maybe not, the tote. I still haven't found it, but you know, we of course shouldn't accuse her because, you know, she's quite sweet, so she's really not a klepto or anything like that. So yeah. I'm an aunt.